is Two of Us. It's the brand new single by our old friend Louis Tomlinson. Good to have you back, Louis.
Hello, how's it going?
It's going well, thanks, mate. How's it with you?
Yeah, good, thank you, good.
A
really
difficult song to write, but you've got it right. It's the toughest song to get right, but well done on achieving that.
Thank you. That means a lot. Yeah, I was conscious that, you know, as a songwriter, and, you know, I go into every session with a concept or an idea of what I want to write about. And, you know, every session I've been in since, I've thought about saying, what about this? Should we try and tackle, you know, this and how I dealt with the grief of losing someone so close to me, you know. And actually, I wasn't actually brave enough to start the song on my own yet, to write that song on my own yet. And I was lucky enough to be in a session where it works one of two ways. Either I go in with an idea or the songwriters come in with an idea, and then we evolve it from there. And that's normally how I write. And they came to the session and they had a verse and a chorus. And I just listened to it, and there was a few lyrics I wanted to change from the off, but straight away it struck a chord with me. And it was kind of that song that I'd wanted to write, and it kind of fell on my lap, really. So we finished writing the rest of the song, and then I vocaled it, and then listening back to it, it was kind of a no-brainer for me, really. I really wanted to kind of get this off my chest, you know what I mean?
Well, you've done it in a way that is, you know, the fondness comes over in it, and the grief, of course, is there. But actually, there's an uplifting vibe to it, isn't there? There's a positive connection there.
I hope so. That's you know, something I've been very conscious of, it writing this song and my delivery in the performance and how the video comes across, because that was my intention, was, you know, if there is. And it's a universal feeling, obviously, you know, grief. And it, you know, if anyone is going through a hard time, I hope they can hear the hopefulness in it too, you know.
Now, the hotspots have been springing up all over the world. This is an ingenious idea. Where did this come from?
Well, do you know what? We always had really, really cool, forward-thinking digital ideas in the band. So I kind of wanted to carry a little bit of that forward. And you know, I'm lucky enough to have a really fanatical and loyal fan base, so it was an ambitious idea, but still I think a pretty cool one. So we put different locations all over the world of these little hotspots for fans to go and find, and once they find them, they unlock some content, which was like an interview of me talking about the song, what it means to me, what I've been doing for so long, basically. And the reaction, honestly, was absolutely amazing. It really, really was. And I think people enjoyed it as well.
Now, of course, since we last spoke, you've done your first series of The X Factor. How was that being on the judging side? Yeah,
it was daunting at first. I'm not going to lie, like, first couple of days, I was dead nervous, to be honest. But once I kind of found my feet and realised I didn't have to, you know, play a character as such, I just had to, you know, go on and be myself and be honest about what I thought about the performance. I absolutely loved it. And you know, it was fun to sit next to Simon and wind him up a little bit, keeping him young, you know what I mean? He's welcome. So yeah, that was definitely good. And just in general, just having that responsibility of, you know, working with developing artists was really, really great experience for me. I loved it.
Where do we go next then? So Two of Us out, then what?
So Two of Us out, and then I'll get promo in this, and I'll go around and do some performances for this, and then the intention is, you know, at some point in the summer, and then I'll have another single, hopefully a bit more up tempo, a bit more fun, and then we might go another single after that, I'm not sure. But then the album is going to come at the end of the year. I've told everyone
there we go.
That's a must.
Breaking news.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's important to me, because I know to both of us, me and the fans as a whole, it's felt like a long time. So I'm eager to get it out and reward them for the patience, really. You know what I mean?
Louis, it's great to catch up with you. Thank you for your time. I know you're a very busy fella, so I'm always very grateful, and we'll hopefully catch up again later in the year.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks. Lovely chatting to you. Always a nice interview. Thank you.
0800 145 6.
What's been eating, by the way? I just had like a mouthful of olives.
Oh, come on, olives. I've just finished a sausage roll and you're getting all posh on olives.
Yeah, sorry.
I do like olives, though. I'm not going to lie. They are nice.
Well, if you like travel back in time and you told 6-year-old me that I'd be dead into olives as an adult, they would have like been like, "What? What is wrong with you?"
Have you had the olives from Nando's?
No, never.
Decent. You've got to try them, actually. Decent.
What herb do you go for? What kind of spice level?
Medium or hot if I'm feeling feeling brave, but normally medium.
All about the garlic sauce, which I pour on afterwards, I think you'll find. Anyway, that aside, new song came out on Thursday, Two of Us. Have you been working on it for a while?
Yeah, I think we wrote the song maybe like 5-6 months ago now, but I haven't actually released new music for a while. So I've been eager. It's been dragging, really, waiting for release. I've just been eager to get it out and see what everyone thinks, you know. And the reaction already has been lovely, amazing. You know, the fans are incredible as always. So yeah, I'm buzzing. Good start. And
you had the song with BB Rexa before, Steve Aoki as well. And what I really like is the fact that all the songs you've released are kind of different vibes with each and every one of them, right? Was that something you were keen to do? I think while I was working out exactly where I felt like I've sat on radio and where I thought my sound was, it kind of gave me a chance to experiment with some different sounds and some different, you know, vibes. But I think this latest single, Two of Us, is kind of, I mean, on the ballad side, a representation of kind of where I'm at musically. And the most important thing for me is just is a strong, honest, real lyric, which I think I have in this song. So I think this is probably a fairly decent, between this single and the one that we'll have after this, that'll be a good representation of the album, I think. And so you mentioned the honesty of the song there, and it's written about your mum, who you lost a couple of years ago, and the rawness and the emotion of the lyrics really comes across. Thank you. The simplicity in the song and the lyric is, for me, what makes it beautiful. So I didn't want to overcomplicate that too much by putting in too many modern sounds or anything like that. So we kind of kept it pretty real and honest, like you say. As a Donny boy, this is a question I used to ask. Now, do you still keep up to date with local news? Because I have mates of mine who leave their hometown, but they still religiously follow the local newspaper on social media. What's funny is I did used to keep up with Free Press, is the paper I know of, Donny. So I did used to keep up with them a bit. I used to do the odd interview with them. But actually, I've recently followed Doncaster Council on Twitter. Have you followed them on Twitter? No. Right. What have you seen? They're just jokers. It's funny. I just did they're just. I mean, they're not exactly funniest jokes, but you don't expect it to be coming from the Doncaster Council Twitter. You know what I mean? They're pretty funny. It must be some work experience or intern who's taking it over, mustn't it? Yeah. Well, either way, they've. It's funny. It's funny. It's like Lad Bible meets the council. Yeah, I've just been having a look at the gander at bits of Donny news. They've recently got a new Aldi, which is exciting. That is exciting. Yeah. And also, there's been a UFO spotting of Bawtry Road as well. That's near where I used to live, Bawtry Road. Is it? Did you ever see any alien crafts in the I didn't actually. They must have come over to Doncaster since I left. Surprising, yeah. Now, we saw you on the X Factor, and how is Dalton Harris getting on? Have you spoken to him recently? Good. Yeah. Saw him quite recently. Saw him maybe a week ago, 10 days ago. He's doing good. He's very professional, Dalton. Very professional, very determined and ambitious. So, yeah, he's really grown into a great artist. And how did you find it, all in all, the X Factor experience on the other side? First couple of days, I was dead nervous, but then once I realised that I didn't have to play a character or do anything, you know, other than just kind of be real and honest. I loved it. And I loved making the relationships with my category, and I won. Yeah, that's the best bit. Yeah, I love the fact you're building up to that. And I won. That's the punchline. Yeah. All right then, Louis. What we're going to do is just play the new song. How about that? Yeah, that sounds good. Would you be able to introduce it for us, please? I'm Louis Tomlinson, and here's my new single, Two of Us, on Links FM. It's been a minute since.
Rather than it makes more impact because
it's an inward fart.
I think his stomach.
It's like an inward fart.
Oh, okay. I think his stomach wants to answer that question.
I think so.
What do you say about that?
I haven't got any wind, but stomach's I have.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I've not let one go yet, but
it's because we're a small crowd. We're intimidating.
Yeah.
That might be
it. It's the intimidation that we spoke of. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not
just
easy.
gets to you.
It's not easy in every way. Yeah.
Yep.